Yo, 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 ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Unprofessional Breakdown. I'm motherfucking back, y'all. And this is one of the main reasons I wanted to fucking bring it back is because of this fucking beast that I got right here. Stone Cold Stephanie Calderon. What's good?
What's good, man? Thank you for having me on here.
You just started fighting recently, right?
Yeah, I only been competing for like probably a year and a half, 2 years now, and only training like 2.5 years.
And you never trained before, like when you was growing up or nothing?
Nah, no, no, I only play basketball.
Just you play ball?
Yeah.
Fuck. What got you like what made you say, "Yeah, I'm going to the gym. Like I got to go to the gym and pick up a pair of gloves." Like what made you like what the fuck did that come about?
So really, I used to be like kind of chunky, so I wanted to lose weight, and I used to own a nutrition shop. Funny enough, and one of the dudes walked in there, and he invited me to his private with Brandon, and I walked into Kaizen, and I just fell in love with it pretty much. And I just fell in love with the drilling aspect, and then I just kind of started getting good at it. But I didn't think I was gonna fight initially.
Fuck. And I'm just surprised cuz I see what you post on social media, right? Like oh, I started like 2 years ago and I've seen you fight. I've seen all your fights. I think almost all your fights.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have known that cuz you're so seasoned and put together and Vince is an incredible coach and all your coaches over there are incredible. But looking at you and watching you fight and commentating, it's like, yeah, she's been in this fucking cage. She's been doing this for at least 3 years, like at least 4 years, because I feel like you're a little bit ahead where somebody that started 2 years ago is supposed to be at. Like you're a little bit more advanced. And not everybody has the pleasure of getting there so fast like you. So that's why I'm like, holy shit. So
I
you
know it
just
feels
chunky
like
and you're
so
like, fuck it, I'm just
fast.
gonna go to the gym.
Yeah. And I know it feels fast, but I like live, breathe, and eat that shit for real. Like I'm there all the time.
So
And
what's your
that's
training? What's your
actually
training day look like?
so I'm a morning person, so I like to get all my training done in the morning. So I'll go when I'm in camp, I'll hit mitts, then we'll drill striking, then I'll drill jujitsu. This is like a Monday, and then we'll go live jujitsu. And then on like a Tuesday, I hit mitts in the morning, and we do our MMA class. So it's gonna be striking, wrestling, jujitsu. It's gonna be the whole thing, the whole shebang. Wednesdays we spar. I train 7 days a week. Thursdays is just like Tuesdays. Fridays is just like Monday. Saturday we spar. Sunday we're running sprints. So I'm training every single day, and I think that's like recognizing that and knowing that I gave that shit everything. That's I feel like that's how this Saturday like happened. That's how that came about. Like I was just like very confident in everything I did leading up to it. I never miss a day ever. It don't matter if something hurt, whatever. I'm there. Vince
That's
has
what's
never
up. I
heard
saw
me complain.
I saw you in the back and I was like, you was just like vibing, you was having a good time. And I was telling um I was telling Cruz, right? I was like, yo, I was never like that. I always took it like not saying that you don't take it serious, but like my demeanor was like, I'm here for business. From amateur to pro, I was there to like I was so fucking nervous inside. I was so nervous all the way up till I did my little stomp. I used to stomp inside the cage. I was nervous. You'll never catch me fucking vibing out like you was and shit. Like I was watching you hitting the mitts and I was like, oh, you're a different kind of breed. And there's people out there that are like that, just fucking excited for violence. You don't have no nerves or anything like that? Or you
No,
try
hell
to
yeah, I
hide it
got
or you just
nerves.
like ready?
See, yeah, I got nerves, but like I got one loss, so I'm 4-1 in kickboxing, and we're a year and a half off of that. So this was the first time I went in there, and I'm just like, I let go of the outcome. Like I'm just gonna let it go. Like I lost that fight because I didn't let my hands go because I was scared of losing, and I ended up fucking losing anyway. So
Yeah.
like to me, a loss is a loss. If I would have been on the other end of those hammer fists, then it is what it is. A loss is a loss. We're a year and a half off of that. So like this time I just let go of the outcome and I was just like, yeah, I really want to have fun with it. And Alon had that he put on that Roddy Rich and I just got in my bag back there. And I feel like that's how I am too in the gym. I'm the same way in between rounds. Like I'm yelling at people. There is no tomorrow. Like I just try to keep the energy high, and that's
Yeah.
literally it. It was the same thing on Saturday. It just felt like another day.
I like that. There is no tomorrow. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers, aka Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
You're 4-1 in kickboxing, Muay Thai. You're 1-0 in MMA. Congratulations. That was
Shit.
that was on paper. That was a difficult fight because your opponent was seasoned. You know, she has that was her 17th fight. Striker, purple belt, jiu-jitsu. Did anything like any of that like bother you? Not the striking, but the jiu-jitsu, like her with a gi and purple belt, because you're striking.
Nah, it didn't at all. Vince, we got a real good wrestler named Alex, and he coached me for like 3 camps.
Yep.
Even before I had gotten injured. So Alex really put me through um, a lot of wrestling work, and I'm the fucking nail in the gym. I am the nail. Like I get beat the fuck up by everybody. Everybody's bigger than me. I'm the only girl
Good.
there. So they
Yeah.
say like a nail in the room is a hammer for me in the cage. Grayson just told me that, and it really felt like that. So one of my last spars, like Alex was trying to take me down, he couldn't. So I just felt like really, really confident, like with what we had going in there. I'm like, all right, these are. I felt like I seen all the scenarios too, like how it go. And since I already seen it, I wasn't scared of anything happening for real.
What was your game plan going into that fight?
We were just gonna stay in her face, work the entries. I know that nobody can stand in the pocket with me, so if I could just get in there, start attacking the body. Honestly, once Vince seen that we were dominating in the clinch, that's one of the things we were worried about. Well, not worried, but one of the things we were trying to stay away from is getting into a clinch with her because she's pretty good there. So we were trying to stay away from that. But then I started dominating the clinch, and we realized we were good. That was really it. Just stay in her face. We know no one could stand there with me, especially with them gloves on.
That's the way I analyze you. Um, you're one of those fighters that as the fight goes on, you get stronger and stronger. I've seen all but one of your fights, and every time I see that, I see you get stronger and stronger, volume and volume. Diaz brothers type, which is to me, I love that. I'm Puerto Rican. I love that shit. And then you dig to the body. This fight was different. You were in her face from the very start. Was that part of the plan, or was that something that you just felt that on Saturday night? You're like, you know what? I'm gonna be in her fucking face, and I'm gonna bring it to her 100%. Because Stephanie, you take your time and you're precise, and you just like pick people apart, and you get stronger and stronger as the fight goes. But Saturday, you were precise, but you was in her face as soon as the bell rang.
Because I knew that if I couldn't play a points game with her, and I couldn't let her start backing me up. If she started backing me up, I knew that she'd get in her bag. Fighting is just, I feel like it's just one of those things like who's going to implement their game plan first and then stick with it and better. So we're both forward pressure fighters. All her fights, she's moving forward. So I'm like, as long as I don't let her start dictating the way the fight goes, then I'm gonna be straight. I know it only takes one, and that's actually something we noticed too. She stood real tall. For me, that's easy to hit. The taller you stay, you stand. I don't know if you can see too, like the difference in my stance from like MMA versus kickboxing. I'm a lot more like lower now, so that was
Yeah. Yeah.
it. I felt like the
I
body
like that
shots were
adjustment.
there a
That's a
lot.
good adjustment
I feel more explosive there too. Vince, that was the Vince
because,
thing.
Making that change from just striking to, all right, this person could grab my fucking leg or they could shoot and all that. It's like two different things, you know what I'm saying? So, but I saw you like a different you. Like you was just in her face, and now I get it. Now it makes sense. As a commentator, I'm not the greatest in the world. I get so hyped because I'm a fan first. I'm a fan. That's why I'm always yelling like, "Oh shit!" People don't like it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But that's how much passion I got. And for this, as a retired fighter, now I get to watch it as a fan. I'm a fan of all you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like and I love talking to all you people. I send messages and like keep it up. Even when people lose, I send them messages because I just that's what I do. I'm a fan of this shit. I love fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do it no more. But I like watching y'all. Yeah, you fucking the way you dig to the body, is that like something that Vince drills in all you guys?
We definitely do. I think it has a lot to do with the Bay Muay Thai system as well. But it's something I always did. I feel like even when I knew nothing, I don't know, I just felt like I was tricking people. And it is kind of the same thing, but there's like a little more intelligence behind it. You know, if I start hitting your body, now you're
Yeah.
worried about this, you dropping your hands. It ain't no secret, but they all fall for it anyway. Tear, tear.
You fucking love getting in there and punching people in the face.
Hell yeah.
So did you fight a lot with your brother? I know he mentioned something in the cage. Like, did you guys always like wrestle?
Nah, nah, never actually. We were competitive in everything else, but like we'd work out and run on the treadmill as long as we could and shit. But never any fighting. My dad used to wrestle with us like in the mornings and stuff. But like his stories is all his bar stories. Oh, I used to fight these guys. I beat up this many guys. That's his shit. He loves to
Yeah.
talk about that. So I guess that's kind of where I got the idea from. And they say my mom got hands too. I never seen it.
And you guys, where you from? You from New York?
Yeah, originally.
You was born over there?
Yeah, I was born in Long Island.
And you rap too? You said you thought you was gonna be an MC?
No, yeah, I thought no, I don't rap. I'm not
You
any
said,
good,
you said,
but I
hey, I thought I
always
was
like
gonna be
the
a
attention.
rapper.
Yeah, yeah, because I like the attention. I love that shit. Like I love people watching.
Oh,
I
that
love
makes
the
sense.
lights. I love the pressure. Yeah, that. But not. I don't got bars. I ain't spit
Oh, I was
nothing for
gonna
you
say I'm
right
gonna
now.
have to feature on some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, man. You know, I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you from when I mean, when you first started, you was just like on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a lot of people, and you can see them gradually like advance, like and get better. But you've been high level from the very beginning, and that's props to Kaizen. But one thing I want to ask you, I want you to tell people who you are. I want you to tell people who Stone Cold Stephanie Calderon is.
So how I actually think about that a lot. How I want to be remembered is I always want to be remembered as like the hardest worker in the room. So if there's anything you can remember me by, it's like my work ethic. If there's anything you could take away with me, it's my work ethic. And me, I hope everyone finds something they love as much as I love martial arts. For real. I think I get to do the coolest fucking thing in the world, despite how scary it is. I get to do the coolest thing in the world.
That's the mentality to have. So before you go, you like wrestling?
Nah, Vince actually gave me that name.
Stone Cold? Does he like
Yeah, that
wrestling?
was
Okay.
I don't
I,
know. I think that just came from like my face when I go into like spar or to fight. Like it's a whole different person. I think that's where he got that from.
I dig that, and I dig it. I dig it all. Stone Cold, that's a dope ass name, and you got blessed with that name. You know, your coach gave you that name, so that's some serious shit. That's gonna stick with you forever. You know what I'm saying? And hey, my coach gave me that, so that's pretty dope. Tell us where we can find you. Tell us where your gym is at. Tell us where we can find your gym on your social medias. I'll put it right here on the display. They changed everything. I haven't been on this shit in a while, but I'll put it on here, and that way they can get their shine.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at stone.coldsteph, and I train out of Kaizen MMA in Tampa, Florida. You can follow them. I think it's Kaizen_Tampa.
Man, Stephanie, thanks for taking the time out and talking to little old me. I'm looking forward to seeing you get back in the Combatagon or just get back in the cage or the ring in general. Can we expect that in the near future, or are you just chilling for right now, or are you going to keep the train going?
Now I'm actually fighting ATL on March 1st. Um, she's a she's 2-0. Nobody in Georgia want to fight her, so we took that actually the same time we took this Gianna fight, and then I'm scheduled for March 30th in New York. However, that's on ice.
All right, y'all. Hey, thank you very much once again, Stephanie Stone Cold, Stephanie Calderon.
thank you very much for talking to me. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Lou.
Peace
I
out, y'all. We
appreciate you.
pumping out more of these motherfuckers.